Hello YouTube. Today I'm going to show you an Easter egg that I found in the movie Zootopia. Near the end of the film, Judy Hopps discovered that night howlers are actually flowers, and she takes off in her family's truck back to Zootopia to get help from Nick to solve that case. And right here is the back of her truck, and here's the license plate. And when you see there, it says Jer 2911. Well, in the Bible, you abbreviate Bible books by 3 letters. And this abbreviation is Jeremiah 29:11. And that verse in the King James Version, it says, "For I know the thoughts that I think towards you, saith the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end." In the International Children's Bible, it says,
"I say this because I know what I have planned for you, says the Lord. I have good plans for you. I don't plan to hurt you. I plan to give you hope and a good future."
And this is a pretty nice Easter egg. You put something biblical in a secular movie. And this Bible verse is about encouragement. And this also reminds me of the film Evan Almighty, where there's this guy Evan who is told by God to build an ark. And God shows him a Bible verse, Genesis 6:14, in different places. On his clock and on his license plate. And right here, here's a Bible verse on a license plate. Sometimes you find Bible verses in different places, but sometimes you find them on license plates. Sometimes without the intentions of putting a Bible verse there. And let me move this. There you go. I noticed this when I watched the movie Zootopia 2 years ago, 2006 or 3 years ago, in 2016, and I liked it. And at the time, I was feeling a little bad, and that verse encouraged me. It helped me. Sometimes people like to put Christian Easter eggs in different things, like in movies, cartoons, but you don't find much of these in secular cartoons and movies. And I found this pretty good. Well, Disney is known for not putting. Well, let me go back. Disney puts different types of Easter eggs in their films and cartoons, and and probably this is the first time I found a Christian Easter egg in a Disney cartoon. When Walt Disney was alive, he created a silly symphony called Father Noah's Ark, where he tells the story of, well, he shows the story of Noah and the ark, where the animals help him build it, and the flood comes and the animals go into the ark, except for 2 skunks that are left outside, but they survive by getting on the ark from the outside. Later in Fantasia 2000, they made a segment of Noah's Ark with Donald Duck and Daisy Duck, when Roy E. Disney was alive. If I had a movie or cartoon things, I will put Easter eggs like these Bible verses in different places. But Disney is not religious or spiritual. But I'm not sure if they put that intentionally or unintentionally. Hey, let's put this Bible verse right here, for anyone can get it as an Easter egg, or they just, well, let me just put these letters and numbers right here, without thinking about what they represent or what they're supposed to mean later on. Let me move this. sometimes license plates can be really symbolic. Like, there was once a man who lived in the 1930s that owned a car, and he passed away in the 30s. And on his license plate of his car, it had the exact death date on his, on his plate of his car. And that was kind of spooky. And if you've seen the movie number 23, probably you, Jim Carrey finds the number 23 in different places, and in the movie Evan Almighty, Evan finds that Bible verse in different places. And I believe in spiritual stuff. I'm a Christian, and God speaks to you. God works in mysterious ways, and this is one of His ways, sending little messages to you in some places. Interesting to find. And that is all for today.